can't afford my friends anymore. And that is a heading on an article on Refinery 29. Yes, I don't have makeup on. This is how I am 99% of the time. So let's get right into it. Hi girl. So in this article, there's a woman called Emily. She's in her early 30s and she has a childhood friend that she's visiting. She's been saving up for months for this trip. She had to take a break at work. She had to save so much money for the ticket. She's been working for like 6 months straight to save money for the ticket. And once she's arrived to the place where her friend lives, her friend's like, oh, actually, I'm being called for work. I actually can't see you as often. But they had been planning this for months. And now she's just gonna cancel on her after all that money she spent. That's the problem. And her friend obviously didn't even understand why it was such a big deal. Honey, it's a big deal because I had to spend money on you. I had to put in so much effort to make this trip the best thing ever. You're just canceling after I have literally spent my dime? That's a problem. That's been quite a problem for a lot of people. A study conducted by Quatrix on behalf of Intuit Credit Karma surveyed more than 1,000 people over the age of 18 have found that more than a third of Gen Z and millennials have a friend who pushes them to overspend. Now the question is, are you that friend that's pushing someone to overspend, or are you being pushed? Okay, personally, I feel like I've wanted to have certain friendships in the past, but I felt like I could not even attempt. I was so self-aware that I didn't have money, that I was just aware that no, it's not going to work out because I'm not going to be able to hang out with them as much as they want me to. That has always been my one thing where it's like, okay, I can't hang out with this person or try to be close with them because they're going to seem like I don't want to spend enough time with them. And I'm also too afraid to be like, hey, I ain't got no money. That's why I can't come hang out with you at your 5-star hotel. That is why. So from experience, this absolutely happens. This is such a huge topic. It was even relevant back when Friends aired. Remember the time where I think it was Rachel, Phoebe, and Joey that couldn't really attain the lifestyles of the other three because they just weren't making as much money?
I guess I just never think of money as an issue.
That's because you haven't.
And before it didn't really matter because all of us Gen Z and millennials were all pretty much like in high school, university, we're all pretty much broke. And now that people are coming out of that, having careers, it has become more evident and people don't talk about it, but it's there. It says like more than 49% of people think about these things like, oh my gosh, I can't afford to go for this group outing thing. But like the pressure of like being that friend that doesn't show up, yeah, I turned that on. And I think there are a few reasons why most of us can't afford our friends anymore. And one, economic. The economic is not in our favor. And honestly, no matter where you are, there used to be countries where it's like, okay, if you are in the UK, you are doing well. But like, have you seen the cost of living in London, in the UK? It's a mess. Same with America, same with Europe, in France, in Africa, everywhere. It's just so difficult. The richer are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Like there's no middle ground, okay? We have amongst that friends with degrees and PhDs who are earning 6 figures already. We have influencer friends who are earning 6 figures already, who seem like they don't really have a job, but somehow can afford to go everywhere. We have people with sugar daddies. There is so much going on within our economy, and it's a mess. You are now figuring out that, yeah, you can't really afford to go on that lunch, brunch, whatever it is, because whatever aesthetic, hotel, or restaurant your friends are going to choose, you're not going to be able to afford it. You are not in the same tax bracket, period. Now, how are you going to tell them that? And don't even let me get started on those birthday trips, okay? You're also not really creating good connections with people to the extent where you just hang out for the sake of hanging out because you're friends. It's not really an event, if you get what I'm saying. Oh, that is so stressful, having a friend where every time you hang out it has to be like an event that's planned and calculated. Like, can't we just like take a walk? Can't we just go to the gym? You know, like, can we just run errands together? You don't even have to buy anything, but like, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do and you just hanging out with me. Can we just lay on our phone, on the bed and be on our phones? I'm so glad I found a friend like that. Like, she is definitely my girl. We can just like not do anything and be honest and be like, girl, I ain't got money. Let's just like not do anything, you know? That is what we're lacking, because a lot of us are looking for friendships that look good on camera, of which that way you're spending money that you don't have. So you have to make a decision here. Do you want to have a friend that's aesthetically pleasing, or do you want to have a real connection where you feel comfortable enough to be like, okay girl, I ain't got no money for that, okay, but give me 6 months, give me 3 months to save up, and have a friend that's gonna be like, okay, I get you. I'm not just gonna cancel last minute after you spent your money. No. And also we're gonna plan things that are according to budget. Like, you don't gotta spend money to spend time with your friends. Do you get what I'm trying to do here? Okay? If you're always gonna need some sort of distraction, some sort of thing, not to just hang out and just like sit still, there's a problem then. What are you trying to fill? Ask yourself that. Another reason is people are literally in so different atmospheres in life. I'm married and I have a friend that's in university. That's already, you know? And I might have a friend who has a baby, who has a literal child. That's already, so you gotta be able to understand your friend's situation. I'm not all about cutting people and just being friends with people that are like in your bracket, whatever it is, but like having an understanding that, okay, sis is in university, or sis has a baby. She has to pay money every time we go out. She has to pay someone to take care of the child. So we can't always go out. So I'm going to go to her place. You know, figuring out things like that. Things like that matter. I'm looking at my notes. And as much as you are the one earning the 6 figures, you have to really think about your friend. Okay, think about like, really like open your eyes and be like, okay, there's more to life than expensive wines, you know? If you are like me and you're the broke one, okay, you gotta be honest with them. You really gotta sit them down and be like, okay, honey, this is my situation, so I can always do this and this and that, but that doesn't mean that I don't want to spend time with you, okay? I might not be able to be on your birthday trip to Mauritius, but after you come back, we can, you know, go. I have something prepared for you. I have a surprise for you. You know, you get what I'm trying to say? Just make that balance. Yeah, I think that's just me, my little rant about that. But overall, I think that friendships can definitely continue even though you're in different tax brackets. They definitely can. You just need to communicate and understand each other's points of view and just be considerate. That's it. Considerate. I'm really gonna try come on here with no makeup because it is so refreshing. I don't have to do much after this video, because usually after I've done filming a video, I have to go wash my face and all that kind of stuff, because like I have a lot of white furniture in my house and I like to put my head everywhere, so I don't want to make that dirty. But like now it's kind of like straight to editing, which feels nice. But anyway, skincare routine coming up. My skin is glowing. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Bye.
Call yourself a free spirit, a wild thing, and you're terrified somebody's gonna stick you in a cage. Maybe you're already in that cage and built it yourself.